Rajanikanth, please take over.
Yes, sir. Good evening, friends. I hope I am audible to everybody. So I heartily welcome all the participants, and I'm happy to announce that today's guest speaker is none other than my friend Sri Girish, who is working in our department. He is a superintendent, and apart from all these things, so the main thing is his profession is photography. So photography, when we speak of photography, so photography, the word derived from photo means light. So it is playing with light and darkness. So black and white, as we were seeing black and white photos, and this is how it has metamorphed into color photos. Now today, photography has gone to its peak. So today, in continuation of our web series, Sambhashane, Sri Girish, our guest speaker, is going to speak on photography. When it comes to photography, there are photographs which he is going to display, and behind every photograph, there will be some amount of labor, some amount of patience, some amount of time, everything is spent. When all the three converges, there is something called a story. So behind every photograph, there is a story. There are some moments which we like to know from him. And Girish, as such, I know personally, and he has shown me so many photographs, and he has won awards for some photographs at international levels. And he has worked as office bearer for Karnataka Photographic Society also, as I know. And I think even now he's part of that Photographic Society. So he has spent a lot of time in photography, and he has clicked best of the best photos. I'm lucky. I'm very lucky to see some rare photographs which he has shown personally to me. And today, I request on behalf of Samprabha and Sambhashane, Sri Girish to go ahead and share his experiences about photography and display some photographs. So over to Girish. Girish?
Yes, thank you, Rajanikanth, for giving me an introduction and talking about my interaction with you and my photography. At the outset, I would like to thank Samprabha and the organizers for giving me this opportunity of presentation. I have titled this as Sculpture in Time, Photography as a Hobby and Tool. So to begin with, I think it is good to understand what is a hobby and how the photography hobby can pursue and the uses of photography as a tool as well. What is a hobby? An activity that someone regularly engages in for pleasure, relaxation, or personal satisfaction rather than for financial gain or professional purposes can be termed as his hobby. Hobbies are more than just ways to pass the time. They are essential for mental, emotional, and physical well-being. They provide a space for personal growth, creativity, relaxation, and socialization. Hobbies can encompass a wide variety of interests, from creative pursuits like painting or writing to physical activities such as hiking or playing sports to intellectual endeavors like reading or learning new languages. Hobbies are key to leading a more balanced, fulfilling life. It is very essential for every individual to have some kind of hobbies because hobbies benefits a person in his well-being and having a balanced and fulfilling life. Importance of hobbies, just let me go through some of the points which I have noted down. The importance of hobbies, a pathway to personal growth and well-being. Mental and emotional health benefits. Engaging in hobbies has been linked to improved mental and emotional well-being. Social connections and community, for example, volunteering, team sports, joining clubs, gaming. These activities build social skills, foster teamwork, and provide a sense of community. Social connections like Rajanikanth and Kodanram sir are doing here. They are anchoring and giving an opportunity to other presenters to give their presentation. So they are interacting with so many people and gaining social connections. So that is also a hobby. Anchoring can also be a hobby. Physical health and fitness. Running, swimming, yoga, hiking, cycling. Physical hobbies improve overall health and fitness while reducing stress and anxiety. Cognitive development and skill enhancement. Painting, writing, photography, knitting, sculpture, cooking. These activities promote self-expression and enhance cognitive function. In every hobby of like painting, writing, photography, you need to apply yourself what to do, how to do, when to do. So the thought process is there, and everything needs some skill enhancement. So that is a benefit by having a hobby. Building a sense of accomplishment. Pursuing a hobby in the process of mastering something new, no matter how small, boosts self-esteem and fosters a sense of accomplishment. When somebody, for example, for me, when somebody sees a photograph of mine and says, oh, it's so nice, I feel happy and I feel, yes, I have done something. So that kind of sense of accomplishment is benefit of pursuing a hobby. Stress relief and relaxation. In addition to providing emotional satisfaction, hobbies help individuals unwind and relax. After a week full of stressful job, whether it is IT, banking or anything, at the weekend, if you go out, pursue your hobby, whatever it is, it will relax your mind. And again, Monday, you will be back for the action. Time management and balance. Ironically, while hobbies take up time, they also help individuals manage their time better. How? You might ask. Of course, hobbies take up some time of yours. Weekend, if you continuously do your hobbies, you are spending more time on that. How do you learn time management? By pursuing a hobby. Like when we go for a safari, being a wildlife photographer, when we go for a safari, it requires that we have to be up at 6 o'clock. Otherwise, you will miss the beautiful actions and animals inside the safari zone. So we have to get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. So you try to manage the time. This will percolate into your other activities also, management of time. So that is also a benefit of pursuing a hobby. Now coming to the photography. My friend Rajanikanth already explained what is photography. The word photography comes from two Greek words, photos meaning light and graphos meaning drawing or writing. Essentially, photography is the process of drawing with light. Photography is the art, science and practice of creating images by capturing light either electronically using a digital sensor or chemically on a light sensitive material like film. Film is gone by days now. Earlier we used to use film for photography. Now it is mostly digital sensor. At its core, photography involves capturing a moment in time, creating a visual representation of the world around us. Photographers use various techniques such as exposure control, composition, focus, and lighting to create images that tell stories, evoke emotions, or document reality. Now, photography as a hobby is a popular and rewarding way to capture moments, explore creativity, develop technical skills. Whether you're using a smartphone, a point and shoot camera, or a professional DSLR or mirrorless camera, photography offers endless opportunities for self-expression and personal growth. Photography allows you to express your unique perspective and vision. You can experiment with lighting, composition, color, and angles to tell stories or capture the beauty of the world around you. Even simple subjects can become fascinating when viewed through the eyes of a photographer, pushing you to see beauty in places you might have overlooked. There might be so many occasions when you are walking around in nature, park, forest, anywhere in the city also. There might be certain aspects of the world which you would not recognize, whereas a photographer can capture it and show it to you. Then you will start appreciating it. That is the benefit of photography. Here are some reasons why photography is a great hobby. For me, photography is a great hobby. Some people might think their hobby is stamp collection or coin collection or anything else that is a hobby. No matter. This, for my perspective, photography, I feel it's a good hobby. So why? I'll tell you. Creative expression. You can compose your images with a proper, very good lighting, and then finishing it with some good processing, which can result in a wonderful photographs. So that is the creative expression. I can give what I think of a photograph, how to compose the image. There are certain rules which once you start doing photography, you will start learning those aspects. And the lighting, of course, without light, no photography. Lighting is a very prime part of photography. Editing comes now. Editing is also an important process these days, because as a nature photographer, we capture the images on raw as a raw file. Raw file cannot be presented as such. It has to undergo certain processing. So that portion we do and then present the pictures to the viewers. Mindful and focus. One of the key benefits of photography as a hobby is its ability to foster mindfulness. When you are out taking photos, you are encouraged to slow down and pay attention to the small details in the environment. Whether you are shooting nature, architecture, or street scenes, you are forced to observe things closely, which can be a meditative experience. This heightened awareness helps you connect more deeply with the present moment and appreciate the beauty in your surroundings. Like the photograph on the right side bottom, that is what you call Kallepuri with the seller on a street. When I was passing through the Chitrasante street, this image I could capture. Just the composition and the lighting and the texture of the food material, what is kept there, attracted me and I just captured that. In the top photograph, you can see the jungle myna, younger one looking for feed, and the mother trying to ready to feed the younger one. These aspects, when you observe slowly, have patience, wait there, only then you can capture these moments. So being in the moment, photography often requires patience and focus. You might wait for the perfect light, right expression, or the ideal timing for a shot, which can be a form of mindfulness that helps reduce stress and anxiety. When you are in that moment capturing these birds or the street action, your entire mind will be concentrated there and you forget about all your stress. That relaxes you. Attention to detail, searching for the perfect frame or subject trains your mind to look for beauty in even the most ordinary places, shifting your perspective on the world. I shall show some examples later in my presentation. Personal satisfaction, of course, I already told you the sense of accomplishment comes with your photography. Community and sharing, that also I told you, photography enthusiasts often share their work with others like I am doing today. So it gives me an accomplishment. People will say whether it is good or bad, I'll get some critics. So that can enhance my skill in future days. Social media platforms like Instagram or at photography clubs and events. Sharing your photos with others can provide feedback, inspiration, and a sense of connection with a larger community of like-minded individuals. I am part of a photographic society, Youth Photographic Society to be specific. So there we keep sharing pictures, exchange thoughts, exchange the skills, what I can acquire, what others can take from me. So these kind of sense of community and sharing develops. Affordable and accessible. You don't need to spend a lot of money to get started in photography. Many smartphones today have excellent cameras, and you can also start with affordable point and shoot cameras. As one progresses, he can invest in more specialized equipment such as lenses, tripods, etc. But there are no strict requirements to enjoy the hobby. To enjoy a hobby, just a mobile phone is enough. You can pursue your hobby as a photographer. Photography allows you to document important events, milestones, or everyday moments. It becomes a way to preserve memories, whether it's capturing a family gathering, a vacation, or a simple moment of joy. These days, people do like selfies. Wherever they go, they want to take a selfie. That is also fine. It is a good practice. You preserve your memory. Only thing is these days, smartphone, you take a picture, selfie, after a few days, it is lost. So one should not do that. You should try to channel it and store the images in a proper way so that when you want, you can retrieve that image. Exploration and travel. Photography can inspire you to explore new places or visit local spots. Photography being my hobby, I always look out to go to places. So indirectly, I am exploring and traveling many places in the name of photography. So you are seeing the places also while pursuing your hobby. That is one very good advantage. Skill development and learning. As we continue any hobby for that matter, I am specifically talking about photography is in today's session. Hobby that invites continuous learning. Technical aspects of photography such as mastering the exposure triangle, that is aperture, shutter speed and ISO. All three things put together forms exposure triangle. Understanding focal lengths and experiment with depth of field can be as complex or as simple as you like. The more you practice, the more you learn, allowing you to see tangible improvement in your skills. Technical mastery. Hope I am not very fast. Is it okay, sir? Speed?
It is okay. It's okay.
Sir, excuse me, sir. One question, sir. Sir, which mobile phone is good for this photography hobby?
I didn't get you. Please come again.
He is asking which mobile phone is better.
Mobile.
Which mobile?
To start with any mobile, you can use it. As you progress, you will understand what is good for you. Any mobile which has a camera is good enough to take a photograph. Once you start doing that, slowly you will learn about the more complicated photos. Like people are fancy about now iPhones. They say iPhone is the best. But I use a Vivo phone. It is all individual choice also. As you progress in your hobby, you can change your equipments.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, Kodanam, shall I continue?
Yeah, please continue. There is no problem.
Okay.
But switch on to some photos and then we can come back to lecture again.
Yes. I'll go through, sir. 1 or 2 slides, then I'll come back to the pictures. Now here, my friend was asking a question. I have just listed out here tips for getting started in photography as a hobby. Start with what you have. Then learn some basics. Practice regularly. Join a community. Explore different genres. So that is how you develop your hobby as a photography. Famous landscape photographer from America has said, a good photograph is knowing where to stand. So once you want to capture some moments, you should know where to stand. Select your position where you stand and take a picture. Advantage of photography is that it's visual and can transcend languages. There is no bar, there is no language required. You only require a visual medium in photography. I'll come back to photography as a tool, as I sold. It is all helps in documenting history, creating expressions, scientific and technical uses. Here, being a departmental man, now there is a requirement that any search operation is conducted, it should be videographed. As per the BNSS section 105 of BNSS, earlier it was Criminal Procedure Code, now BNSS, there it requires for us to capture the operation by a video, electronic device like mobile, especially mobile. It is clearly spelled out that we should do that. Education and learning, business and real estate, communication and advocacy, all these are various lists. I think people can go through this slide and know things. Photography as a tool spans beyond artistic expression, functioning as a means of communication, documentation, marketing, education, and much more. It shapes culture, preserves history, helps individuals and organizations engage with their audiences in powerful, visually compelling ways. So it is said that we are judged not by the photographs we take, but by the photographs we show. This is a famous saying by the famous photographer Ted Grant. So I shall start sharing my pictures now. I'm starting with this, my very favorite picture. This is a blue-tailed bee-eater mating, which was captured near Mysore at Nagu, a place called Naguvanalli. This picture has brought me a lot of laurels. Wherever I have sent this picture in a salon, that is a photography competitions, it has won me a lot of awards. And when we took this picture, we had to sit at the location for 2 to 3 hours and repeated visits. Only then I could get this picture. It is not that we go there and straight away we get the picture. So patience cares for that. This is Indian white eye. Earlier it was known as Oriental white eye. Now it is called as Indian white eye in interaction. To capture these kind of pictures, we need a very fast shutter speed to freeze the action. The one bird is on the perch and the other bird is approaching. It is like in a fight. It looks like it is fighting for the perch. The other bird is coming and trying to scare away. This action is captured. To capture this action, we need a fast shutter speed. Fast shutter speed we'll understand better when we go into the other aspects of photography as such. Now I am just showing you the pictures. Sparrow lark, the angle of expression. I have gone down at the low level angle to capture this kind of angle. Different perspective. Everybody have their own perspective. I have captured this one. This was outskirts of Bangalore near Hesarghatta I had captured, showing the excellent lighting, early morning light, and with you can see the catch light in the eyes of the bird also. It is known as sparrow lark, ashy sparrow lark. This I had titled as lineup. This is greater flamingo captured by me at Pulicat Lake near Chennai. These are very shy birds. We need to go in the boat to access this location, and it will be very far away. And we need to have the telescopic lenses to capture this image. This image was captured by me on my 8400 lens, 8400 Nikon lens using a Nikon camera. Some action. Capturing action, birds in action also requires special attention. We need to wait, anticipate the action. It is a fraction of a second, it will fly away. We need to be ready with our fingers on the shutter button with all the settings right and the composition. Only then we can capture such images. This has just taken off from the flying off. Some portraits. These are two barbets, two varieties of barbets. There are many varieties of barbets. The left one, that is the orange, where it is colorful, that is known as coppersmith barbet. And the right one is white-cheeked barbet. Some portraits of the birds. This is a very interesting image for me, which has brought me a lot of awards. This is painted stork and the egret. Painted stork was fishing. It got a catch. Immediately the other bird, egret, came running towards it as though it is asking for a share. So I had titled this image as "Can I Have a Bite?" And this made very good in salons, and I got a lot of awards for this picture as well. This was captured near Kanakpura on the outskirts of Bangalore, Kanakpura Road. Kagalipura small lake is there. There I got this picture. This is yellow-billed babbler feeding the young one. You can see the feed dropping into the mouth of the younger one. So capturing these moments are very, very interesting for me. When we sit in front, sit somewhere or position ourselves in such a position to capture these moments. The lighting, you can observe the lighting is also very nicely falling on the birds. Action is captured. Sorry, anything?
Please go ahead. Subramania sir, Umesh Subramania sir, please mute yourself.
I said composition is very important in a picture. This is, I love this composition. A small bird, colorful bird with a blurred background. And one thing I'd like to say is, background makes the picture. If the background is cluttered, picture will not be presented properly. You need to have a clean background. For this, we use telescopic lenses. Telescopic lenses normally gives you this bokeh effect. This is called a bokeh effect. The composition, the bird and the complementing small, what do you call this, chigru on the bottom, it gives a good impression to look viewer. Flame-backed woodpecker. Some portraits I am showing you. It's called pied cuckoo. See here also the background. Background matters. When the background is clean, picture will be good to look at. Water hen. This is known as water hen. Again, the angle of picture, angle of view. I have gone down to capture the action and the eyes with the catch light. This is again jungle myna feeding its young one. So my love is for the background. You can see the background, how nicely it has given a bokeh effect, and the bird is highlighted with the catch light in the eyes of the bird. That is very important when you make a photograph. Composition, and the composition is like when the bird is facing towards the face where it is turned, there you should have some space. It should not be tightly composed. So I have let lot of space on the left side of the bird so that the bird is facing left and I have left space on the left side. That is a compositional aspect of a photography. This is a tawny eagle. This bird I was captured at Desert National Park in Jaisalmer. We had gone for a photography tour to Desert National Park. Around the Desert National Park, I could capture this image. The bird landing onto the perch. This is a huge bird. You can see that wingspan also. Small green bee eater. This is bee eaters are my favorite. I have captured a lot of images of bee eater. This bee eater speciality is it catches the feed in air. When the insect is flying in the air, it catches and just vanishes. It will not have any, it is such swift in action. We also need to be very swift in turning the camera and taking the picture. This I captured recently near Bhatkal, a place. Now this set of pictures is very, as I told you, bee eaters are my favorite captures. All these pictures were captured at Nagonalli near Srirangpatna. This is showing an habit of birds, how they mate. This is a male. You can see the male, the first picture on the left hand side. It's a male and the other one is female. The male is offering the feed to the female. Next picture you can see female has accepted the offer of the feed and it is gulping the feed. Only after accepting, the female will allow the male for the mating. This is a sequence of that action I have captured. And this set of pictures, I won a photography of the year contest conducted by Federation of Indian Photography. This action is very nice to watch there, sit and watch there. That itself gives a lot of pleasure. Here again, this is pied kingfisher with its feed. It is so swift again when it catches dives into the water and catches the fish, then comes on to the perch. It positions itself so that to have the gulp. So it was trying to position. At that moment, I have got this picture. This is a very colorful bird, emerald dove. This is a recent capture by me near Bhatkal again. There is a place called Nagavalli. There I got this picture. Very colorful bird. These are all very colorful. Again, where I captured at Nagavalli near Bhatkal, yellow-naped woodpecker on the top left-hand side. Right-hand side is the flame-throated bulbul. The bottom one is called yellow-browed bulbul. The right-hand side, the bottom is our jungle fowl. The right-hand side is the male one, and the left side is the female. In animals and birds, it is well known that males are very beautiful and colorful. Example is this jungle fowl. You can see how colorful it is. This is Malabar pied hornbill approaching a perch. So capturing action is very challenging and interesting. This being a larger bird, you need to track from as it's flying towards the perch. I had to track from there, then click pictures. Nowadays, it's easy because the latest cameras have the fast shutter speed as well as buffer of number of shots. We can afford to take up to 10 to 15 shots per second. So when you take this, you are able to capture these moments. Now moving ahead, this is one of the picture which I captured near our nascent campus, Palasamudram. Then ADG Sri Narayan Swamy called us to capture the flora and fauna in the campus and record for recording purposes. We got a good opportunity. We roamed about around nascent Palasamudram campus, upcoming campus. We got a lot of shots, myself, Varaprasad, Praveen Kumar, and all the other photographers from the department. We got an opportunity. We went there and captured some beautiful images. These are those images. This is long-legged stilt in flight. Just in front of that Palasamudram campus, there is a lake. There I could capture this image. Inside Palasamudram campus, this is a drongo in flight. See, in all my pictures, you can check the background. I have tried to have a what you call a bokeh background, which makes the subject come out. Small butterfly, again in Palasamudram campus, plain cupid it is called. This image as well as I got near Palasamudram, around Palasamudram, not inside the campus, outside the campus. It's a black buck. Again, the setting sun, the orange color is because of the setting sun, and it was at quite a distance. I could get this kind of what you call as a
This was an amazing experience. Girish, Sunil, and myself were there for more than 1.5 hours during the sunset. These guys got excellent pictures. Not only one, this picture, Girish has taken several pictures at that time. And all are very beautiful.
Yes, Varaprasad, thank you. Thank you for coming in. It was a nice experience. Sunil was also there and we had to, it was very good actually. That moment I can remember very well. These are also near Palasamudram, a lark on the ground. The ground you can see the grass, front portion is blurred out, background is blurred out, only bird is in focus. This literally I was lying on the ground to capture this image because you can see it is a ground level shot. Very small bird among the grasses. I had to focus it properly, so I had to lie down and take this image. Small blue kingfisher near Palasamudram. This is inside the campus. As I said, when I go out photography, it is not that I concentrate only on birds, animals, or anything. I will look out for other aspects of like flowers. A beautiful color, as though the flower is glowing. You can see that yellow color coming out of the flower. It's like a glowing bulb. These are all from Palasamudram. Again, the composition matters here. The angle of view, no, as I said, I have gone to the low angle so that capture give a good background as well. Now, after these birds and some photographs from Palasamudram, I am shifting my gear to mammals. This was one of my first picture which got me award. Very famous point. I think Mr. Praveen Kumar and others, we had gone to Bandipur. This was taken at Bandipur forest. After having our safari, we came back for the breakfast. When we having breakfast, we saw some action behind the kitchen area there. Lot of spotted deers accumulated in one place. When we saw there was this is a newborn fawn. The mother deer had just delivered and the fawn has just come into this world. It is still deers. Fawns, as soon as they are born, they start and stand up and start running. This is that moment which before it started running, we could capture this. We went back to the rooms, brought our camera running. I think if Praveen is there, he will remember that moment. This is a family of spotted deer with the newborn fawn. This picture also has got me a lot of awards. Everywhere I have sent, it has earned recognition. Again from Bandipur, mother and calf. See the emotion, how the calf is going with. Elephants protect their calf very much. Wherever they are, they will protect their calves. It is the same emotion as a mother depicts to her child. This is the same emotion here. Indian gore. People generally know it as, they feel it is bison, but it is not bison. They are called Indian gore. Bisons are not available in India. It's only Indian gore. This is also from Bandipur. You can see the green forest. It was taken during somewhere in July, August, I believe. That's why the forest is green. And the two Indian gore posing for us. This picture is very interesting and it is etched in our memory very much. It was taken in Tadoba Wildlife Tiger Reserve, Tadoba Andheri Tiger Reserve. It was way back sometime in 2013 when myself, Praveen Kumar, Manoj Roy and some other colleagues, we had gone to Tadoba Tiger Safari. As we are proceeding in the jeep for a safari, we saw this tigress walking on the side path. We were just proceeding. All of a sudden, she tried to jump on the track and that is the leap I was able to capture. After this leap, tigress started walking behind our jeep continuously for more than half an hour. As the tigress was approaching us, the jeep was being moved. So we had a very nice sighting of this tigress. This tigress name is Maya. In every sanctuary, they name the tiger. Once it develops its territory, they name the tigress. This name of this tigress is Maya, and now she is no more. And Maya is the tigress which gave Tadoba its popularity. People came to know about Tadoba only after Maya. And Maya disappeared one day. That is also a huge story. People have written books on it. How it vanished, whether she died or what happened, it's a mystery. This is another tigress, same in Tadoba. Here also we had to wait around 2.5 hours to sight this tigress. We saw the tigress at around 7:30. She walked inside this grasses and sat there. When she was sitting, we could not see the tigress. But two jeeps were there, myself and other friends, Praveen Kumar and others. She was sitting there. Some 7:30 to 9:45, we waited there patiently. That calls for patience. If we had moved out, we would have missed the sighting of this tiger. Beautiful tigress taking the sunlight, early morning sunlight around 9:30, 9:45. Then we followed her. She was crossed this small water stream. She was just walking straight. Just 1 second, she turned this side and looked at us. That moment, I was able to click this image. That is why the face is directly facing our side. We are on the opposite side. We could see the tigress walking in the water. This was in dry season, so grasses are dry there. You can see the brownish grass behind. The subject and the background is quite near. Though we used the telescopic lens, we could not get the bokeh in that particular lens. This is my recent capture from Tadoba again. During April, I had visited Tadoba again with my family, wife and son also, and with friends. The middle one, the tigress is named as Choti Tara, quite aged now, and the other surrounding photographs are her cubs playing around. You can see the action. They walking around continuous. We had about 45 minutes sighting of these action. We were very lucky to have that. Playing around, then finally hugging each other. You can see that action. Choti Tara is a very famous tiger now. People sightings are very much happening in Tadoba. Whoever visits Tadoba will get sighting of this tigress. I don't know how long she will be there. She is now quite aged. That's what I am told by the guards there, forest guards. This is from our Kabini, Sambar deer mating. This was in 2014 again, I believe. As we entered the safari, we got this action immediately. So whenever we enter a forest, we will not know what is in store. We have to be alert, looking around for action. And action happens for few seconds mostly. If you are able to capture those action in those moments, you are lucky. So wildlife photography also plays a part of capturing, because if you don't have luck, you might not have any safaris, any sightings as well. It so happened in 1 or 2 safaris when we went, we did 10 safaris at Tadoba once. We got sighting only in 1 safari. This time when I went to Tadoba, I got tiger sighting in all the safaris. We did 6 safaris, all the 6 safaris we were able to sight the tigers. This is captured at Thal Chappar in Rajasthan, near Jaisalmer. Thal Chappar Black Buck Sanctuary. These are black buck. This is the male, and the far behind is the female with no tags. Black bucks are very beautiful. The skin texture and the color, you can observe the shine of that color on the body. This is a ruddy mongoose captured near outskirts of Mysore. Here again, you can observe the low angle of the picture. I had to go down and then take the picture, and the mongoose is straightly looking into my camera. This is from Desert National Park, spiny-tailed lizard. Now coming to macro. I do macro as well. Birds, mammals, wildlife, and macro. Macro also is a very fascinating world. When you go into start observing macro, insects, butterflies, all those things, they are very colorful, and they also give emotions to each other. You will love doing that. This is called as Tamil lacewing. This butterfly is Tamil lacewing, which I captured near Mudugudri. There is a butterfly park managed by one Mr. Sammilan Shetty Butterfly Park. He has grown what is required for butterflies. So butterflies come there, breed, they stay there. So we have a good opportunity to have sighting of lot of butterflies there. This is one of the butterfly I got captured at his butterfly park. And this particular picture won me the first prize in contest conducted by Karnataka Forest Department, specially for butterflies. This is mantis captured in our own Lalbagh in Bangalore. We used to go for macro shootings in Lalbagh, and there is a reserve forest in JP Nagar near Dollars Colony. There we did lot of macro photography. This is a backlit picture. The light is from the behind, so you can see the shining, hair-like structures on the grass. when I started doing macro, just I fell in love with the macro insects. It are not only me in my house. Whenever I should like to share this moment. Earlier, my wife, whenever she sees an insect or some spider or something in the garden or in my near my house or inside the house, the first thing she used to do is take a broom, hit it, clear it, throw it out. After I started doing macro photography, the things have changed. She now takes the camera first. She takes the mobile, captures an image and sends it to me, asks what it is, what kind of insect it is. And she will not hit the insect. She will carefully carry the insect and leave it outside the house. She will not go to smash or kill the insect. That is one good development. That is. Even my children started liking it. Earlier they used to averse to insects. Now they started liking those. This is a green link spider with the feed. This is captured in that what I told you, JP Nagar Reserve Forest near Dollars Colony. The composition, the two leaves is complementing the image. Without the leaves, picture would have been bland. That two leaves are giving good viewpoint. This is the size of a mosquito. It is not a mosquito. It is called a non-biting midge. I just checked out the name from Google Lens and on the internet. This is called non-biting midge. It's not an insect, mosquito actually. But mosquito looks very similar to this. Macro requires a special lens. We cannot take it in ordinary lenses. It requires macro lens only. Only then you will get that sharpness and you can go close to the subject and take the images. And one more thing is, whenever we shoot macros, we use tripod. Here also I have used tripod. Without tripod, you will, even the slightest shake of the lens will blur the image. To avoid that blur, we need to have this tripod. This is called flower mantis. You can observe the early morning dews on the flowers here as well as the body of the mantis. This was also captured at Butterfly Park in near Moodbidri. But I would like to just mention here, this picture was not captured with a macro lens. It was captured with a tele lens. I was at quite a distance and I could, background was green and it at a distance, so I could get a clean background with a nice composition. See here, subject is very dark and it's not very interesting. A caterpillar, the two leaves and the background, that make the picture interesting for me. In all my pictures, one can observe that backgrounds are good, bokeh effect is there, that blur or these patches of light with a nice background. This is a butterfly. If one sees the butterfly flying around near us, you will feel as the bird has gone through. This is a huge butterfly. It is known as southern birdwing. Now it is state butterfly of Karnataka. Karnataka has adopted this butterfly as its state butterfly. This was also captured at Mudbidri near Butterfly Park. This is a very tiny butterfly. It's known as monkey puzzle. I don't know how, why and how it is named, but it is known as monkey puzzle. This is common immigrant hatching, just coming out of pupa. This is the pupa you can see there. The butterfly has just emerged from the pupa. It normally happens in the early morning. As soon as the butterfly emerges from the pupa, it will not be able to fly because the fluid inside will make the wings wet, and the butterfly will wait till the sunrise is there, the wings are dried up, and then it flies off. Immediately after emerging, the butterflies get into breeding activity. This is the common immigrant mating. This was captured near my house, near Omkar Hills. There is a place called Omkar Hills on the Uttarali Kangiri Road. There is a very good opportunity. It is an extension portion of Thuralli forest earlier. Now there we captured these images. This spider is called chrysalis, very colorful spider, chrysalis, and very tiny. One can hold this spider on our fingernails. On the forefinger fingernails, you can have the spider fully sitting on your finger. It's such a tiny creature and so colorful. With the 4 pairs of eyes, you can see that how the color is coming out. It's just sitting on a small piece of dried bark of a tree. Insect world is very colorful. More than birds, I feel insects have a lot of colors in them. You can see this. This is known as owl fly. Owl fly with these 2 bulbs, the glowing there on the antenna, you can see that, and the small hair-like structures on the body with some color diffraction. These are not actually because of the light refracted, the colors are coming out. This was captured in Lal Bagh. This is known as jewel bug. The leaves and the small fruit complementing this red color fruit is complementing the jewel bug. This is a compositional factor. Just to add interest, I have included this small fruit. This is known as robber fly because it robs the prey from the anywhere, just like that. There are a lot of varieties of robber fly. This is one of the variety of robber fly. This is again another variety of robber fly mating. This was also captured in Omkar Hills on the Utralli Kengeri road. These are all with macro lenses and tripod. This is a common dragonfly which we see around everywhere. It is a composition and the lighting and the orange color which is highlighting the image. You can see the antenna also in the front. It makes interesting. When you approach something to photograph it, first be still with yourself until the object of your attention affirms your presence. Then don't leave until you have captured its essence, says Minor White, a famous photographer. What he says is, when you are going to photograph, you be there in the moment for some time, observe it, then try to capture the essence of it. This is a sand dune. On the right hand side is the sand dune captured at Jaisalmer deserts. Kuri, the place called Kuri, we got this early morning sunlight on the sand dunes. The bottom picture is of black buck feeding its young one at Thal Chapar. Ansel Adams, a famous photographer, says, a true photography need not be explained, nor can it be contained in word. So photograph shows it. Some other landscapes what I have done, this is a Jal Mahal at Jaipur. Evening lights after the sunset, you can see the silky effect on the water, light reflecting here. This I could achieve only by going into a slow shutter speed, like 1/6 of the shutter speed. Same Jal Mahal at the sunset point. This is Lepakshi temple near Palasamudram. The famous Lepakshi architecture temple gives lot of opportunity for photography. Early morning sunlight on the snake. Architecture, sample picture of architecture inside the Lepakshi temple. Some architecture I have done from Belur Halabid. Mysore circle decked with lighting during Dasra. So my interest varies. I take all kinds of pictures. This is at Lotus Mahal in Hampi. The famous stone chariot at Hampi. Our own Vidhan Sauda in Bangalore during lighting on the day of Independence Day, they light up like this with the tricolor. This is Kambala taken at Udupi, one of the Katpadi, near Udupi, the place near Udupi. Not Katpadi, sorry. You don't take a photograph, you make it, says Ansel Adams. Likewise, the next picture, set of pictures are made in the inside the room. This is a musical notebook with a small lens kept, and it creates this kind of an image. When in nature, it's not only birds, you have colorful, very nice leaf foliage, which can be captured like this against the light. It gives a composition, beautiful composition of arc. Another, as a sample, I am showing these pictures that one has to look out for such a situation also when you are in the field. Then comes the tabletop, what I did at home. When I am not outside for photography, I try to, if I am free at home, I do some photography using glassware, creating backgrounds. The glasses are filled with water. The background gives the refraction and light are transferred there. These are all tabletop photography which I do at home. This picture has won me a lot of awards in contests. Some action pictures in the tabletop, dropping something from the top and capturing the splash of the water. In tabletop experiments at home. During COVID time, there was a contest conducted by Federation of Indian Photography. This picture taken during that COVID time at home won me the first prize in the contest. Like creative expressions in the photography. One can see this is a notebook folded with some background and lighting, can give a very nice composition. Early morning sunrise, some landscape also I have tried to do. Sunrise picture at Chennai. This was taken at Chennai Marina Beach. This is a sunrise taken at on Nandi Hills. Early morning, very early morning, as the sun was rising. This you can see, it looks as though it is a sea and the waves are coming out. These are all clouds. The white portion in the photo are clouds. Sun setting near Tirthali, Varahi backwaters. This is during Aero India show. Lot of photographic opportunities will be there during this Aero India. I don't miss normally. I will go there, take some pictures. These are all from Aero India. Some street photography. I also, as I told, my interest is varied in photography. I try to do all practice or experiment with all kinds of genres. This is a street photography, a vendor in Gandhi Bazaar during a Sankranti festival. Samples of street photography I have done. This is in a KR market. Two Hamalis waiting for some customer beside a shop. Cucumber vendor in KR market. And some portrait experiments at home with my kids of my brothers and sisters. Now coming to the mobile photography. This picture was taken on a mobile. There was a contest by Vivo when they were launching the Vivo X90 mobile. They had given an opportunity for the YPS, Youth Photographic Society, to have their members take the pictures in the Vivo camera. They did a contest, and in the contest, and the theme was low lighting. You have to take the low lighting pictures. not the regular pictures. So I had experimented this picture at home, taken this picture at home using a Vivo X90 mobile phone given by the company for the purpose. And this picture won me the first award in the contest. I was very happy. This was a Buddha picture taken at home. You can see the time also stamped there around 12 o'clock. I could capture this image with the only candlelight. No other light source was there, only the candlelight. This picture gave me the first prize in the photo contest. The photo was displayed. It was at the Vivo showroom and the prize was given. This is also a mobile picture I have taken during that time only. This is a kiwi fruit and this is a Mosambhi lime, sweet lime with a mobile lighting from the back side. Backlighting. Sample mobile captures, tabletop. These are all mobile captures. I just wanted to show even in using mobile, you can capture some beautiful pictures. For me, it is beautiful. People may have their different opinions, but for me, I like it. Sun setting at Varahi backwaters. This is also mobile picture taken in Butterfly Park. The lighting was given by my friend with using a torch. This is a Malabar frog mating. A mobile picture on my mobile. So Palasamudram gave me the opportunity of capturing the flora and fauna. Sri Narayan Swami was the person who called us to do that. And after doing all this, he called us for a function and gave a certificate for having worked towards capturing those creating the record of flora and fauna at Palasamudram. So we are very grateful to Sri Narayan Swami who gave us the opportunity there. And I would like to say that the pictures taken at Palasamudram were also featured in Nasin's All India calendar, table calendar. 6 of my pictures were featured in the table calendar. And I was felicitated with a memento and the certificate by then ADG Sri Narayan Swami, Principal ADG Narayan Swami sir. So to me, photography is an art of observation. It's about finding something interesting in an ordinary place, as Eliot Erwitt has said. The pictures on the right side is the example. This is a stack of some tools kept in the KR market. In the bottom, top one is the elephant, coconut foliage, coconut tree foliage. You can take pictures if you observe things. So observation is an art of photography is also an art of observation. So I come to the end of my presentation today. I take the opportunity to thank organizers of Samprabha, Sri Narayan Swami sir, Kodanram sir, Rajanikanth, and all other technical team as well for giving the opportunity for showcasing my works here. And I also, this forum, I would like to mention that I have got immense support from my family. My wife, she is the first critic. Even this presentation, I had showed her and said, how is it okay? Only she is my first critic and I improve my skills on her words. And as well as my family members, all of them, my sisters, brothers, everybody support me in the photography as a hobby for me. And I am blessed in that regard, as well as my parents, though they are not today, always encourage me in this field. So thank you, sir. Thank you, friends. Over to Kodanram, sir.
Rajanikanth, I think you can start the deliberations, man. It was a wonderful feast. Come on, Rajanikanth.
Girish.
Sir.
Girish, I think everybody can agree with me. So generally, we look at birds, we look at animals, we go to zoo, we go to forest, we watch so many animals, but we can't get the idea of clicking the photograph in this way, this fashion, with this light, etc., etc. Sometimes, personally, I feel sometimes, so we all of us, if we have two eyes, so these photographers like Girish and Praveen, Varaprasad, etc. So those people have 3 eyes, a special eye. we call them, we can call them Trinetras. So in third eye, they use their creativity, patience, endurance, everything, and they have given us best of the best photographs. So thank you, Girish. So I wish you all the best in the future endeavors in this regard. So very recent, some time ago, Varaprasad had come to my village house, wherein he could show me 62 types of birds. I think Varaprasad must be on the show today, and he showed me 62 types of birds. And I was going every year for last 5, 6 years, but I had never seen a single bird except some parrots and pigeons, etc. So you people have got special eye, which is mixed with creativity. So that's the reason you can see so many things. So you can click best of the best photographs. So you can give us feast of the experiences, etc. So thank you, people, Girish, and everybody who is engaged in this. So we call it as a Lalita Kala. It is. I will be always telling. So we should Vidya Vihina Pashuhu. Vidya means so we should be one on three Lalita Kalas. So Sahitya, Sangeeta, and Kala. So this the photography is the best art. So we regard it, we respect it. Thank you, Girish. Thanks for feasting us with photographs.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Kudanram, shall we go for
just
thanking?
somebody, a lot of friends of him are there. I think all his Praveen Kumar
questions.
also is
Girish
here.
will take questions.
Srinath, and so many other people are there. Can ask anything or just wish my friend. I think our James is going to take class sessions next week. He can also just speak a few words on the photography.
So congratulations to Mr. Girish, and it was nice to see the nature. Wonderful it is, and with relaxing the mind. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Now, as time is up, we shall go to vote of thanks. I think Rajanikanth, you tell the vote of thanks regularly. My grandson is not allowing me here. Okay.
Girish, first of all, I thank Girish.
Rajanikanth, can I speak? Vijay here.
Yeah, please
go ahead,
sir.
Vijay, go ahead. It's
Please,
nice. It is nice
Girish.
to see you.
Yes,
Girish.
Vijay. Tell me.
Yeah, Girish. You showed so many pics of birds, animals, places, things and all. But if you remember, when we went for a raid in, I think if it was in Calicut, after a raid, I think it was overnight. And next day morning after our bath, we were going for breakfast. I was searching for some place and you clicked a pic of mine. I don't know if you remember it. That is the only solo photo that is there on my, in my entire house, my single photo. In that photo, you made Amjad Khan look like Amitabh Bachchan. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Keep the job going. It's wonderful to see your pics.
Thank you, Vijay. Thank you so much for your nice words.
Thanks, yaar. Thanks a ton. Thank you.
Anybody else wants to ask any questions?
Because time is up. Kindly excuse me. All well-wishers, very happy you people have joined. Please spread the message of Samprabha, Sambhashane. Every week on new topics will be there. Make it a point to be here in the evening of every Thursday, wherever you are, through mobile or through laptop, so that we will encourage the new generation with new thoughts and new things. Then only we can be alive. That's what I feel. Today's talk is another very good example. Last week, we had a wonderful program on UPS and other pension schemes. Next week on spirituality, we are going to have James speaking to us. It is all our own people who are giving this kind of eternal thoughts to us, which we need to take for further progressing. Today, I'm very, very happy to thank Girish for having accepted our invitation. Now you want him to play a pivotal role by being an anchor in other programs also, because we want every talent to be used so that we will have a life very well spent on this earth. With this, I thank all our listeners, all our friends. The names I might have not been able to tell that also. And our president, all the more, he is the man behind all these things for which we ever remain grateful. Shall we call it a day? Thank you, friends. May God bless everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Good
Thank
night,
you so
all.
much.
Good night, you
Good
all.
night. Good night, everyone. Thank you for being
Bye.
there.